Learning how to code can be a rewarding and empowering experience, but it can also feel overwhelming at times. Here are some tips to help you get started and stay motivated. Tip 1. Choose a programming language. Start with a beginner-friendly language. Python is highly recommended for beginners because of its simple syntax and readability. Other good options are JavaScript for web development or Scratch for absolute beginners. Pick a language based on your goals. If you're interested in web development, start with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. For data science, Python is great, and for mobile development, consider learning Swift for iOS or Kotlin for Android. Tip 2. Start with the basics. Understand fundamental concepts. Learn basic programming concepts like variables, data types, loops, conditionals, if-else, functions, and arrays. These concepts apply to almost every programming language. Don't rush. Spend time truly understanding each concept before moving on to the next one. If you don't fully grasp one topic, it can make it harder to understand subsequent topics. Tip 3. Practice regularly. Write code every day. Try to write some code every day, even if it's just a small script or a simple problem. Consistency is key to retaining what you've learned. Work on small projects. Start with small, manageable projects like a to-do list app, a calculator, or a basic web page. Building real-world projects helps solidify your knowledge. Tip 4. Leverage online resources. Free learning platforms. Websites like Codecademy, FreeCodeCamp, Khan Academy, and Coursera offer structured learning paths for beginners. Tutorials and blogs. Follow tutorials and blogs related to your chosen language or framework. Websites like Medium, Stack Overflow, and YouTube have tons of tutorials for every level of learner. Interactive learning. Platforms like LeetCode, HackerRank, and Exercism offer coding challenges that can help improve problem-solving skills. Tip 5. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Debugging is part of learning. You will inevitably run into errors and bugs. Debugging is a crucial skill and can often teach you more than the code itself. Use print statements or debugging tools to inspect your code. Learn from errors. Instead of getting frustrated, take time to understand why something didn't work. Often, solving an error can lead to deeper understanding. Tip 6. Join a community. Engage with other learners. Online coding communities like Stack Overflow, Reddit/r/learn programming, and Discord servers can be great places to ask questions, get feedback, and learn from others. Collaborate on projects. Pair programming or contributing to open source projects on GitHub is a great way to learn from more experienced coders. Tip 7. Work on problem solving. Practice algorithmic thinking. Problem solving is a huge part of programming. Solve coding challenges and problems on websites like LeetCode, Code Wars, and Project Euler to improve your logic and algorithm skills. Break down problems. When tackling a coding challenge or a project, break it down into smaller parts and solve them one at a time. This makes complex problems more manageable. Tip 8. Learn how to use tools. Version control, Git. Learning Git and GitHub is essential for working with code professionally, especially if you're planning on collaborating with others. It helps you track changes and revert code if something goes wrong. IDEs and text editors. Learn to use an integrated development environment IDE like VS Code, PyCharm, or IntelliJ IDEA. These tools help you write, debug, and manage your code efficiently. Command line basics. While not always required, learning some basic command line operations can speed up your workflow, especially when working with tools like Git or setting up environments. Tip 9. Stay organized. Plan your projects. Before you start coding, take some time to plan your projects. Break them into tasks and set clear goals for what you want to accomplish. Keep track of your progress. Use a coding journal or a project management tool like Trello to track your learning progress and goals. Tip 10. Stay persistent. Be patient. Learning to code takes time, and it's normal to struggle or feel frustrated. Persistence is key. Set small, achievable goals and celebrate your progress. Don't compare yourself to others. Everyone learns at their own pace. Focus on your own journey and enjoy the process of learning and building things.